Okay, where am I going to put this? Here. Okay, but anyway, it is not important. What I want to do is the city, the racist city of Fredericton, came out with their, what do they call that again? Anyway, this tax against homelessness. Now, the city, for when it comes to the issue of homelessness, the city is the most racist city in Canada. They're wondering how come immigrants don't stay here. Well, the reason they don't stay here is they seem that they're not treated equally. And so you can just imagine if someone that's been living here all their life and they're treated like, excuse my language, like shit. The immigrants see that and they say, my God, we're out of here. But Fredericton is unique because they're working together, the council, the justice system, and the police to make sure that the homeless or people with mental issues, that they're put in jail. Fine example is there's a guy, a case, what they're doing, but I'll get to that in another point. They put people in jail, then they don't drive them back to Fredericton. They put them near the Harbor Bridge, especially the Indians, and they encourage them to commit suicide. But that's another story. Okay, Fredericton get CBC. Fredericton get advice on ending homeless. The city of Fredericton will consider 18 recommendations. What is this? The ombudsman or the language commissioner recommendations? So that means they don't have to do nothing, which they won't. Put towards the mayor task force. That idiot mayor, Michael Bryan, he's not a mayor, he's an idiot. He'll be out the next election, promise, no more. We won't. Another 3 years from now, his political career, done. He'll be lucky to be elected as a dog catcher. To increase affordable housing and end homelessness in Fredericton. Okay, recommendation report. Paving the road home, or what the task force considers way to meet goals that were set in the report, the road home, a plan put forward by the Community Action Group on Homelessness in 2015. Yeah, they've been talking about this for years. There's things that will expedite the plan that were set, and there's things that will get there quicker. Executive Director, the United Way. See, they have that came together to bring the recommendation to council. They came together. What they do, they have these bureaucrats. They're high-paid bureaucrats running these agencies, and then they put a couple of people with mental illness, like they give them a couple of cookies and make them feel important. Then they said, what do you think about all this? Because remember when I showed up, I was invited, but then the chairperson sort of told me I wasn't wanted there at all. But I asked, I was going to go a little, I did go a little tirade. I had the wrong person. But anyway, person told me, Charles, were you going in as less fortunate? Were you going in as a journalist? Or like your jacket says, were you going in as a pain in the ass? It depends on my mood or the way I'm treated, I guess. Okay, there's things, they will facilitate speech impairment. The work for those, they want to build a new house, they want to offer programs to support the service, they want to provide housing first approach. Okay, I think that's, we want to build a new house, new apartment complex. I don't know, a quarter of it will be for housing. Those recommendations include leasing city-owned properties, housing, okay, they're still talking about housing. Idiot Mayor Mike O'Brien says the plan will give groups a framework for where they can help. Where can a certain church or entity plugged in? What kind of English is he speaking anyway? What do they want to do? Do they want to do outreach? Do they want to do food? Do they want to build something? Do they want to donate clothes? He said, what an idiot. Huh. It's the church. The church that wants to preach the word of God, idiot. We'll find a way for them to do it in a focused way and makes them go toward the greatest need. Idiot Mayor Mike O'Brien says he doesn't know when council will adopt a plan, but he hopes. Oh my God! Let me shut this damn thing off. Listen, it's just a video. That's all it is. It's just my opinion. But I'm going to tell you something. I think this thing here, I check it out, just glanced through it, never read it. It wasn't even in the Irving media. So, it's no, I think the Irvings were very smart to just avoid this issue. We have a council, Henri Mallet, Mark Peters, Price. Eric Price, is it? Mr. Boston Pizza. Too many Boston Pizza in his brain. Those people and the others went against those poor people on Charlotte Street when the owner wanted to rezone his building to put more rooms in the building, which it wasn't. The owner is not a saint here, but the way that council did it, they let these poor people with mental illness like lower themselves to we'll listen to you, and then they just never offered to help. They kicked them out right on the street. I seen one of them, Mark Peters. Hey Charles, get on my site, and then we got to go for that Acadian fraud, that Acadian there. I know nobody encouraged homelessness on the street and gets away with it. Anyway, I'm jumping. Fredericton. It's this homelessness issues. There's no way that it's going to come that Fredericton's going to sit down with the less fortunate and discuss issues, because Fredericton, like I always said when I first came here, a bunch of snobs. Who else orders our idiot mayor orders the rat patrol, the park patrol kids to go after the less fortunate, go after Indians, but they don't bother the Syrians because there's a language barrier. The Syrians just speak blah, 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 blah. Me don't understand, so they can't do nothing. But when you don't want to encourage the less fortunate or the poor population to exercise without a bicycle helmet, and you tell them no, and then they give them a fine. They know they can't pay the fine, so what they do, they end up in jail. So, and then once in jail, they have attitude problem, and then the sentence increase and increase, just because for running a bicycle with no helmet. You people think I'm way off base. No. Anyway, when it comes to the issue of homelessness and the less fortunate in Fredericton, and we had that idiot mayor, Mike O'Brien, forget it, because the issue, you have to fight. But there's only one problem. When you're poor, you don't have the self-esteem and the drive to fight. But in my case, I'm Scottish.